This is okay. So apparently, the New York Post has reviewed these videos that are being talked about from the Diddy freak-offs.
Oh,
so
they're reviewing them?
This is probably the first view into what is on some of the tapes.
Oh my gosh.
Now, this video clip suggests that orgies were happening just below the surface as Diddy rubbed elbows with some of the biggest names in Hollywood and music and in sports in the early morning hours of August 29th, 2005. The Diddy after party from the MTV VMAs was still going on strong. You had, in the video scene, Eva Longoria chatting up with Fergie in one corner. You saw Ice-T with Quincy Jones in one corner, with NASCAR great Jeff Gordon in there, and Paris Hilton was mingling with guests. But one by one, according to this report, the celebrities left the party, and there was no indication that anyone knew what was going to happen next. Soon, the event moved from the inside of Space nightclub to Diddy's mansion in Miami. From there, it appears to have descended into a full-on 66 party.
Freak off.
By then, all the stars appeared to have been gone, except for Diddy, and they were replaced by a young cast of fit men and women, all in various states of undress.
Oh, yeah.
According to this review, as two men took turns having sex with a very young woman who clearly had white powder under her nose.
Oh, Lord.
Diddy could be seen in the background on the video wearing a white T-shirt with the words "God's the greatest" written in black. It's the same shirt that he was photographed in at the VMAs after party. Google it if you want to look up October 29, 2005. You can see the actual shirt.
What did the shirt say?
Shirt said "God is the greatest."
Okay.
I believe it was one of his Sean John shirts.
Oh, that makes sense.
In another clip from the night, a couple who had loud sex on a table as a group of well-dressed people stood around watching. These videos were reviewed by the New York Post as a part of the same archive that includes footage that appears to show Diddy having sex with a much, much younger A-list star. That was a male.
Oh.
The video has been shopped around for sale to news outlets by more than one seller, according to this report.
Oh, man.
Okay, so go back to it was just a young male. Was it a celebrity young male?
It was a celebrity A-list young male.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. This says, in a trove of files, some of the videos were undated. On the dates, the dates were clearly incorrect. But other files have dates that are consistent with verified details of events, locations, and clothing that Diddy and others were wearing so they could try and surmise when they happened. However, many of the videos have dates that can be corroborated with starred events like 2004 and 2005's VMAs that were in Miami and the 2005 Super Bowl, which was in Jacksonville. Mm-hmm. After each of these events, Diddy appeared to throw a wild orgy.
Wow.
Yeah. It's only a matter of time till these videos come out. Like how
but what out of that, it's salacious for us to say that. For us to say we got eyes inside that party. What sounds illegal in that though? Just for devil's advocate, what sounds illegal in what was just described?
The white powder in her nose.
No, but just the fact that they were videotaping everything, that was probably
It's not illegal.
To videotape?
Videotaping something at your party. It's my party. You got people out here doing stuff. I'm videotaping at my party.
And you
I could
probably
videotape
know
my
it.
party.
But I mean, there has to be some kind of notice that they know that they're being videotaped, though.
If you are at the secret party, I think you can pretty much know that the secret host is in there video flicking it up. There wasn't hidden cameras.
Well,
there was cameras that was in there.
Walking around. I don't think, so far, nothing really sounds illegal. Unless, I didn't hear anybody was underage.
No.
Yeah, I think even Ari Spears said, he's like, you can't, I mean, it's not illegal to be a freak.
Yeah.
Like, and I agree with that, but I mean, the whole drugging area, people and stuff like that, that's what's illegal.
I mean, listen, I'm just saying, from what they described right there, it doesn't sound like any of that is like hellaciously illegal.
I was in Jacksonville.
That just sounds like a freaky party.
Unless the baby oil was involved, because they said that the baby oil had
allegedly
had date rape drugs in it.
Right. I remember we were hosting that Super Bowl party, and it was for R. Kelly during that time. So I wonder if he was also in the videos as well.
No, it doesn't say him in there.
Do you think we're actually going to see any of these videotapes now that it's being shopped around and
I mean,
and the
when
New York
people
Post is
when
seeing
people
it?
start talking about it and outlets start giving game tapes on it, I would think so.
Okay.
Because that means that it's being around, like they said, it's being shopped by multiple people who have obtained this tape.
Yeah.
So that's the infamous tape where people are like, oh, people are trying to go catch it and kill it. It's apparently matriculating out to the public.
Yeah, it is.
So that means that we're going to see it, which is crazy, again, because a lot of people keep pointing at, they're like, how many tapes or names of lists have we seen from Epstein, and we know that they exist?
Right.
And these, we're just getting all the information, and it ain't even been a trial yet.
I know.
So they're like, how messy is this? And is this messiness creating, tainting the witness pool?
Yeah.
Because all of the news that is coming out now is making sure that nobody, when voir dire is happening and they're trying to find jurors, who can say that they haven't heard about this?
Yeah. I know.
It's muddying that whole pool of people. When you go through that whole process, you want to try and find people who don't have a say so in if they think he's guilty or if he's not. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when you look at it, that's a story where it's going to stick in a lot of people's minds, but it doesn't sound illegal. It sounds like a freak nasty
having sex.
Freak nasty party, just like you would expect to be at the houses of Jerry Buss back in the day with the Lakers. He was doing a lot of that business. Hugh Hefner was doing a lot of that business. In the grotto and stuff. So what's different than this than any Playboy party that you've heard of in the past?
I mean, the other allegations, I guess, but specifically what you're talking about, if nobody was underage, none of this is a surprise to me. I would expect this, especially in the Hollywood lifestyle. As long as nobody's underage, it sounds like they were also doing drugs, because you mentioned the white powder under her nose. But if people knew that they were being videotaped and they all were there having a good time because they wanted to be there, I mean, they're not doing anything illegal so far.
This is rough.
I am interested in watching this.
I think the illegal part is the fact that these videos were used to blackmail and strong arm people to do things, and also to get business. So, I mean, they're not talking about this.
Well, that's what it was. It was blackmail.
Yeah. So I think right now Hollywood's a lot of people are in Hollywood is getting shopped around so that people get these videos before they are made public. But it's only a matter. I feel like it really is a couple of months away from them getting out.
I really don't think that you can say. I mean, I'm just saying, as far as legalese is concerned, there's some allegedlys that have to go in those statements, because you can't say that a video was used for, intimidation purposes or blackmail unless the person who's being blackmailed is saying that. This is just a video that has come out. There was hundreds of videos that were taken.
Yeah.
This is one of them that made its way out there. We don't know if it was tied to anything like that.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Some of these lawsuits that's what they're suing for. They're saying that that's what he did.
And we also got to take it with a grain of salt, because this is coming from the Post. Because the Post
reports a lot of stuff.
The New York Post, bro, I would take that over somebody talking to me on a blog any day. I mean, I know people got their affinities or whatever for news outlets, but when I seen the New York Post reviewed it, I'm like, okay, that's official.
For them to see it is a really
big deal. For them
deal.
to talk about seeing it.
I haven't heard anybody actually reviewing one of the tapes before. So Chris out of the 864 said, in high-profile cases like this, they pull from deployed military members because they are out of the loop.
What does that mean? What?
I don't know.
What? You read it.
I just did it.
What does that mean?
It's a text that just came in. Out of the 813, I thought everyone signed an NDA from what is being said.
I don't know. Maybe the people who put out the tape. I don't know. This is very weird.
I mean, at the parties, I know that they probably had to sign an NDA to be at the party, so technically they can't even say anything if that is the case, if they were there.
There's according to this, there's new photo evidence submitted in court that shows Diddy's behavior at a booze-fueled party while he allegedly assaults people. New images shows Diddy dancing at the party in his suite at Planet Hollywood's hotel while surrounded by young women and bottles of vodka. An alleged victim has also supplied images of plastic vials allegedly used by Combs or his staffers to slip GHB, which is a date rape drug, into drinks. Attorney Tony Busby's latest filing alleges that the music mogul sexually assaulted at least 7 victims, one of who was underage.
That's interesting. Okay, from the text I was talking about earlier, it's that's for them to pull jurors. So deployed military members, because they're out of the loop, like all the celebrity stuff and salacious stuff that you're reading about and hearing about. You mentioned
so the
who's not
jury
going to
pool
know.
that has been polluted, we can get them from
Deployed military members. That is correct. And that is very common, they say, especially in these high-profile cases.
So they're not biased.
Correct.
I get it.
Yeah. Yeah, if you've been out of the country and you don't know what the hell's going on.
Well, that is your Diddy update.
Yeah, I'm afraid to say anything. Allegedly, after all that.
Orlando and the Freak Show.
Some news just came across Meredith's desk here. What do you have?
I have a Tory Lanez update for you.
Okay.
So his people call it a habeas corpus, basically, which means bring me the body, which is a final and last attempt for him to potentially get out of jail. In the evidence in the documents, it's been revealed that the crucial evidence, including the gun, the fragments, the fingerprints, and the shells, mysteriously are unavailable for reexamination.
Oh.
Wait, what do you mean mysteriously? Like they already didn't they once? Do they saved all that stuff?
They're supposed to.
They're supposed to. They are.
Well, he's in jail already. Like the case is over. Like, and I think he appealed.
Right.
Yeah, but they're supposed to keep it for things just like this.
A certain amount of time. It's unavailable for retest for Tory to prove his innocence, which is a violation of his constitutional rights.
Which you don't have if you're arrested and incarcerated.
But
like, do you still have constitutional? Well, I'm sure you do, but they just trample them. Wow.
Yeah.
So what does that mean? Okay, so if it can't be retested and he's trying for habeas corpus, which is like the Hail Mary.
Yes, it is.
Of court cases. So they're like, bring me the body. I didn't do this. This is the last ditch effort.
Correct.
But if they're not allowed to bring the proverbial body, which is the smoking gun or any of that, to be tested, what does that mean? They just got to let him out? I don't think that's true. I don't think that happens.
But that means that they don't have evidence that
they don't have stuff to be retested.
Mm-hmm.
He has, especially when they're going to hear out his side. They have about 2 weeks to actually hear everything that's going on. So they haven't responded yet, but this is, it's a big deal. It's a problem. You're supposed to keep the evidence for a certain amount of time after the case.
They must have thought he wasn't ever getting out.
Or it was set up.
Allegedly.
Oh, wait, somebody said he's not a United States citizen, though.
Listen, I'm not a lawyer, but I'm just letting y'all know.
He still has rights, though.
I don't think you. Do you? How you got rights over here and you ain't here? You're not from here.
You're still a person.
You are a person, but I don't know.
His lawyers
I don't know how that works.
They're also going to explain why the bodyguard didn't, tell his side of the story.
And the bodyguard was there.
Yes, yes, and if he actually does break it down,
because they have a whole write up of what he says.
Correct.
He would have said if they would have called him.
And Tory's lawyer told him not to take the stand.
And he said specifically,
right.
He said specifically that he was on the duty that night, so he didn't drink. Or he didn't, take any drugs. And so he was like, I saw everything happen.
Yes.
And he saw the 2 girls fighting over the gun.
Yes.
And he saw Tory fighting with old girl to try and get the gun away. Mm-hmm. So that's all stuff he would have, admitted to had he been called. But the lawyer, who was Tory's lawyer, didn't call him.
Which is also a problem. So when they actually get to talk to everybody, the appeals and all that stuff, it could, it's a lot of evidence to show that.
But you can't appeal against your own lawyer, though.
I mean,
It's
like
a
your
good-
lawyer
you have
didn't
to
call
explain.
your lawyer didn't call your star witness.
That is true, but also that's something that needs to be brought up.
that actually might help in his situation because now they can't. If they do go back to court, they can use.
If the
I don't
girls,
think, but I don't think you can't double jeopardy the thing or whatever they call it. Like, I mean, if they've already appealed it,
why not?
you can't.
Go ahead. You have to explain your side. That's why it's bring me the body. Show me everything. Give me all the evidence, even the bodyguard. Bring him in and explain exactly what happened because he's essentially the fall guy for even. Why is he taking the brunt of everything if the two girls were fighting?
This feels messy, though, because if this is the case, that would mean that every case that is out there that is done, like somebody didn't do right and now the gavel has been done and they're put in jail, that means that everybody can go out there and just retry their case again with a habeas corpus. Like I don't think they would have enough time to do that with everybody. This feels very incomplete. Like I don't know. That's crazy.
Out of the A63, it says he definitely has rights, especially in court. Now in prison, he does not have rights, but in court, he does. It's called human rights, not American rights.
This could potentially get him out.
Well, I mean, no, I was just talking about constitutional. I'm like, not everybody lives under our Constitution. That's what I'm saying. When you say constitutional rights, kind of means for Americans.
Right.
You know? But I mean,
Can you imagine if he got out because of this? Like, there's no gun, no
that
cells, no nothing.
mixtape gonna be slapping. Because he gonna have something to say.
Yeah.
He gonna have a lot to say about Meg Thee Stallion. And, you know, I told y'all I think Meg was lying. But she got caught lying. But we didn't really, like, you know, like nobody really looked at her as like, well, she's lying about everything.
Yeah.
But she definitely lied about some stuff.
Yeah. I always said that I think the whole Tory thing, I didn't think that he should be in jail. A lot of people got on me for that, but the whole story just seems pretty wild. And the fact that the security guard wasn't asked to be put on the stand, that was even crazier.
Yeah, so now you got to look at his lawyer like, hey, man, are you really looking out for me or are you secretly getting paid by the other side?
Who paid you off?
Somebody with a lot of money.
Yeah, who's
Somebody
connected to Megan with a lot of money?
Somebody with a lot of money. Stop throwing the diamond sign up, Joey.
Thank you guys for watching the video. For all things wild, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel.